Hello and thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. I'm Rachel Gregg and today I want to share with you an art journal page that I've created in the new Dina Wakley Media Blue Journal with new gloss sprays and stencils and stamps. So what I'm starting with here, it's the Grand Arrows stencil. It's not one of Dina's newest ones, it's one of her older designs, but it's still current, and I'm just spraying through the lime gloss spray just directly onto one of the watercolor pages in the journal. So this journal here, it's the new blue journal, so it's got denim, which you can see there on the left hand side. It's also got watercolor paper in a thicker size. So if you remember or have used the little 6x6 white journals and it had a thicker watercolor paper inside of there, well, this journal here, it's also got that same thickness, and it's really fun to use, and it's great because with that thickness you can put anything onto it and the pages won't buckle. So I've just sprayed the other stencil that I was using before this one was the Mini Favorites, and I just sprayed the turquoise through that, and then now I'm spraying the night color through the alphabetic stencil. So I'm just layering those up, and you can see there on this stencil here, I didn't cover the entire page. I let it actually go off to the right hand side there, and that doesn't bother me. That's just going to add a little bit of an element to the background. And I still had some wet spray on the stencil, so now I'm making my own collage papers just by pressing them onto some book pages and now onto just like a lunch bag, like a craft lunch bag. So these gloss sprays, they're not an ink, they're actually an acrylic paint, like a paint spray. So what that means is when they're wet, they will still be reactive with water. So it means you can, get a wet brush and you can blend that out. But once it's dry, it is permanent. And the good thing about that is if you wanted to layer up different colors and not have it react or blend in with what's underneath of it, then that's how you can do that. And also it means that you can do some really cool resist because it won't react with what's underneath of it. So there's a lot of different ways, but what I've just done here is just with the collage paper. It's now dry, so I'm just going to stick some of that down onto my page. Now my stenciling underneath, it's already dried as well, so I'm able to stick this down. So I'm just tearing off a couple of strips here, just trying to figure out where I'm going to place them. And with the gloss sprays, obviously, as the title suggests, when it does dry, it can look really glossy. So on these pages here, with the collage pieces, it actually looks really glossy. You can't kind of tell here in the video, but if you sort of move the pages around, you can actually see that it's nice and glossy. With the stenciling in the background, it's kind of glossy only because I've done a light spray. See how up on that, top right corner, you can see that it's more of a mist. I'm finding with the gloss sprays, when it's misty, it's got more of a flat look. It just, but then when you do it really solid, like those bottom, see the little circles down there on the bottom right, well then they do look more glossy. So it means it's also more versatile because you can sort of soften the gloss almost. So it's a really fun product to use. So I'm just sticking those down there. I've just used the Dina Wakley Media gel medium, and that's a really nice adhesive, especially for book pages. So okay, so what I'm doing now here is just spraying. I just want a little bit more lime, so it was on top of that book page and also just over a bit more of that background. And you can see here, up on that top right corner, and that lime is still really vibrant even though it's just been sprayed over the top of the night color, which was underneath. So that's what I really love about these gloss sprays, is it still retains that vibrancy of a lighter color over the top of a darker color when it's been sprayed over the top. So I'm just drying it here with a heat tool. You can just let it dry if you want to, just naturally, but I want to keep on going. So I'm going to just put that lid back on there and now get onto some stamping. So this stamp set here is called Work in Progress, and I really love Dina's style of drawing faces, and it's just a great stamp set. I love that it's got the grid paper, which Dina told me when I was in one of her classes that she said that she actually drew this image on grid paper and then kept that grid pattern when she was designing the stamp. And I just think that's a really cool way. As a stamp designer myself, it's, I can understand how, it's cool to keep those sort of elements in stamps like that to use. So I love these faces, and I really love the size of this. It's a really big stamp. So that stamping block that's on the right hand side that you can see where I've got the stamp on it, that's a darkroom door block, and it fits our background stamps. So, and they're like a 6x4 inch size stamp. So you can see now how big that face stamp is. So it's really going to be bold on this art journal page. So it's just going to be a great focal image. So what I want to do now is colour up some of that image, and I'm using Scribble sticks. So what I'm using here is the peacock colour, just to give some colour into the eyes, just so it matches that ocean colour that I stenciled with. And with Scribble sticks, they are a pure pigment, so you can just dip them into water just to make them react a little bit, so you can make them water soluble, and just pick up with the paintbrush just some of that colour from the Scribble stick and just add it onto your stamped image. So I'm just using the blushing colour right now just to add some nice little rosy cheeks and just a little bit of a lip colour. And now what I want to do is add some skin tone. So I've grabbed the umber colour of Scribble stick and just adding just a little bit of that colour there, just to give that a bit of shading just around some of those features on the face. And it's a good idea to have a bit of a scratch pad there next to your art journal, so you can just sort of wipe some of the colour just down there first, just to sort of see how dark it is, or what vibrancy it is, before you go directly onto your stamped face. So, and now what I want to do is just add a few splats. So I've just picked up a little bit of that the pigment from the Scribble stick straight onto my brush, and just then tapped it, so now you can see that there's some little brown umber splats onto my page. So I want to stick this image down now, and because what I've stamped onto is quite a thick piece of cardstock, I need something a little bit heavier than gel medium. Now you could use ultra thick gel medium. I didn't have any on hand with me at this time, so I've just used Glossy Accents. Glossy Accents is also a really good adhesive. It does dry glossy though, so I try and be a little bit careful with it so I don't let it run, sort of seep out if I don't want that gloss to sort of show up. You can see that my little jar here is starting to get a little bit empty, so it's taking me a little bit just to get that the accents out. So I've just stuck that onto the back here, and now just pressing it down onto the art journal page, and it does stick quite quickly and quite firmly. So it's a really good adhesive, and it will stick down really nicely onto art journal pages, especially this the watercolor paper that I'm sticking onto. So I've got my little face on there, and what I want to do now is just give it a little bit of an edge just around, so it sort of blends more in with the background. And I've gone back to get the night Scribble stick, the night colour, and I'm now just picking up that pigment off the Scribble stick, and just now you can see here that I'm just edging that stamped image. And I'm just going down the right hand side now, which is the edge of the art journal page, and just giving it that nice little blue finish. So what I've got here is some of the stamped quotes from that work in progress stamp set, and I started to tear that out, but then I thought, no, I'll keep it the same as how I've done the face, which is actually trimmed rather than torn. So now I'm just cutting out some of those. Now I've stamped those onto a piece of craft cardstock, which is the same craft cardstock that comes out of Dina's other journal, the black journals. So you can get those sheets as separate craft sheets. So I've stamped out those quotes onto there, and then I've just underlined it there with the white gloss spray. So if you spritz the gloss spray, and I've done this previously, so off camera, but if you spritz the gloss spray just on like a palette and then pick it up with a paintbrush, and then you can underline the words, and it just stays really nice and white and vibrant. And now I've got some of the burlap or the hessian that's in one of Dina's other journals. So the original journal, which was the black journal, which had the brown coloured burlap, I've just got a little piece of that. Whereas in this journal, you can't see it I haven't flipped through to show you what the other substrates are, but it also has a burlap in this journal, but it's more of a white color or an off-white color. So anyway, so I've got this brown burlap here, and I'm just edging my little sentiment or my little quote that I want to put onto this page, just again using that night scribble stick. And now I'm going to stick down that burlap onto the page and then stick the quote on top. So with the burlap, you need something, because it is quite thick. You do need a really strong adhesive. So again, I've got out that Glossy Accents because I know that it'll stick definitely with that. So I've just smidged a little bit of that onto the page, and now just sticking down that burlap. And then I'm just using a little bit more Glossy Accents with this, with the quote. And because I know that it's going on top of the burlap, that's why I'm still using that glossy. The craft cardstock is quite thick, but you could still adhere it with other mediums. But because it's going straight onto that burlap, I really want it to stick. So that's why I'm using the Glossy Accents. So now the only thing I want to do now to finish off my page is to actually add some journaling. So what I'm using here, it's a pen, it's a Papermate pen. It's called the Ink Joy Gel 0.7. And it's a really nice gel pen. It sort of runs really nicely and fluidy. So easy to write with. And I'm just scribbling. As you can see, it's not really readable, but it's just a little bit of journaling that goes with what that sentiment is, or the trust the path, just to sort of trust where things are going in our lives. And it just adds that nice little touch of journaling. So I hope you've really enjoyed this page, and it's given you a little insight into the new gloss sprays and the stencils and the new stamps, and how you can use them all together to create a really nice page in your Dina Wakley Media blue journals, which are out now. And I hope you'll pick one up, because they're certainly a lot of fun to play with, and I'll continue to share more ideas here on my YouTube channel. And if you'd also like to see more of my work, you can visit my website at rachelgreg.com. Thanks for watching.